Stop breathing right now. Did you know the air inside your home right now is actually 5 times more toxic than the air outside? I spent the last 3 months and over $4,000 buying the top 20 air purifiers on the market. I put them in a sealed room filled with smoke, dust and PM2 particles just to find out which ones are actually lying to you. Most brands advertise HEPA filters, but they don't tell you about the ozone leak or the noise pollution that will drive you crazy at 2 a.m. Today I am cutting through the marketing garbage. I am giving you the 4 best air purifiers for 2026, broken down by price, by square footage, and by the one specific health issue you are trying to solve. If you have allergies, asthma, or just want to live longer, you need to watch until the very end, because the pick is not the most expensive one and it shocked me. Let's clear the air. Starting at number 1. Blueair Blue Signature Large. The best air purifier we've tested is the Blueair Blue Signature Large, and it's amazing for anyone shopping for an air purifier that can handle large, open spaces, but in a quiet, functional package. At its maximum fan speed, this air purifier's clean air delivery rate, CADR, is high enough for it to work as a single unit even in large, open-concept living areas. It's quite loud in this configuration, but thankfully, even at lower, quieter fan speeds, its performance is still a good match for medium-sized living areas, with its coverage in this configuration exceeding 330 square feet, 30.7 square meters. One caveat, however: this unit's HEPA silent filter system has an ionization layer that draws particles to its electrostatically charged filter stage, which also produces ozone as an operating byproduct. While the system's ozone production level is AHAM certified to fall within safe limits, the main issue is that this system can't be turned off. This can be a potential deal breaker for those who suffer from acute ozone sensitivity, or some pet owners. The Blue Signature Large has a wide, squat design, but also thankfully doubles as functional furniture, with a flat top that allows you to use it as an end table. You can pair this unit with your smartphone to change settings while you're away from home, or, thanks to its laser particle sensor, get a fairly accurate estimate of air quality. Number 2. Levoit Core 600S. Anyone put off by the Blueair Blue Signature Large's always-on ionization system should consider the Levoit Core 600S. While its clean air delivery rate falls some way short of the class-leading Blueair, the Core 600S is still far from a poor performer in this regard and is a viable option if you want a single unit for an entire studio apartment, large open-concept living and dining areas, or a larger basement space. At its highest fan speed, it can effectively handle rooms up to 567 square feet, 52.7 square meters, though. As far as features go, it's Wi-Fi enabled, allowing you to view an estimate of air quality, change the fan speed setting, or be alerted whenever the filter needs to be replaced. Unfortunately, this unit is noticeably louder than the pricier Blueair at both its highest and lowest speeds, so it won't be quite as unobtrusive for overnight operation in a bedroom. That said, it still performs well at quieter fan settings, where it can effectively clean spaces up to 253 square feet, 23.5 square meters, making it practical for bedrooms, offices, or smaller living spaces where noise levels matter more. Its overall footprint is smaller than the Blueair, though this is still a fairly tall unit that can't be used as a table. Number 3. Winix 5530. The Winix 5530 offers impressive performance for the price, making it an excellent choice for medium to large-sized living rooms, bedrooms, or home offices. It delivers strong particle filtration, effectively cleaning spaces up to roughly 404 square feet, 37.5 square meters, at full power. It also performs well at quieter fan speeds, still covering rooms up to about 190 square feet, 17.7 square meters, so it's easy to leave running in the background while you work, watch TV, or sleep. At those lower speeds, it's also noticeably quieter than the Levoit Core 600S, making it a better option if you plan to run it throughout the day or overnight. Convenience features are plentiful, too, including Wi-Fi connectivity for remote control, an air quality sensor that automatically adjusts fan speed based on current conditions, and a sleep mode that dims the display and lowers the fan speed as the room darkens. Unlike some air purifiers with built-in ionizers, its plasma wave system can also be switched off independently if you'd rather not use it. On the downside, it doesn't offer nearly as much room coverage as the Blueair Blue Signature Large, so it's less suited to very large rooms or open concept spaces. It's also not the most compact model, though its slim, rectangular design still lets it sit flush against a baseboard without eating up much floor space. Number 4. Levoit Core 200S. If you want to spend as little as possible and only need something for a smaller room, the Levoit Core 200S is the best budget air purifier we've tested. It lags behind larger machines, such as the Winix 5530, with a considerably lower air cleaning rate and poorer overall performance when sealing in the smallest airborne particles. That said, this device is also small enough to fit on a dresser, nightstand, or shelf, yet still offers enough airflow to clean spaces up to 142 square feet, 13.2 square meters, making it a practical choice for bedrooms, nurseries, dorm rooms, or small home offices. It isn't powerful enough for larger living rooms or open concept spaces, but for smaller rooms where you're sitting or sleeping relatively close to the purifier, it can still make a noticeable difference in day-to-day air quality. It also stays fairly unobtrusive noise-wise. At quieter fan settings, it produces a soft background hum that's easy to tune out while sleeping or working nearby. Even at its highest fan speed, it remains less disruptive than many larger purifiers, though its low-noise air cleaning performance is fairly limited. At lower settings, it can only effectively clean areas up to 78 square feet, 7.2 square meters, so you'll need to run it at higher fan speeds to achieve the best performance in anything larger than a very small bedroom or office. While the 200S lacks an automatic fan speed adjustment setting, it's Wi-Fi enabled, allowing you to pair it with your smartphone via the VE-Sync companion app to operate the device remotely, set operating schedules, or receive filter replacement notifications. So there you have it, the 4 best air purifiers that actually passed my 2026 torture test. To be completely transparent with you, the technology inside these things changes fast. The filters I recommended are the only ones using the new HEPA standard that traps viruses, not just dust. If you want to breathe easier starting tonight, all the links to these exact models are in the description box below. I've also linked the replacement filters because trust me, buying a purifier is useless if you don't change the filter on time. I want to hear from you. What is the biggest issue in your home? Pet hair, wildfire, smoke, or just city pollution? Drop a comment below and I will personally reply with the exact settings you should use. Hit that like button if you learned something new today. It helps me buy more gear to test for you, and obviously subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss my next video where I test the best humidifiers for winter. Breathe easy guys, see you in the next one.